99% of men never realize this, yet these are exactly the kinds of behaviors that naturally spark attraction in women. It may sound surprising at first, but think about it. How many men do you know who are attractive, successful, and confident, yet still struggle to build a genuine connection with a woman? The reason is simple. Attraction goes far beyond physical appearance, money, or social status. Many men overlook small but incredibly powerful behaviors that make them stand out and stay in a woman's mind long after the interaction is over. Today, I'm going to share 5 qualities that many women secretly appreciate but rarely communicate directly. We're not talking about manipulation, pickup tricks, or memorized lines. We're talking about deeper psychological principles rooted in human nature and timeless wisdom, principles that can completely change the way women perceive you. If you don't understand these concepts yet, there's a good chance you're missing out on the kind of attraction that continues to grow even after the date ends. Before we begin, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. You're watching Soy's Nexus. Let's get started. The first secret, the power of touch before intimacy. Picture this. You're on a great date. The conversation feels effortless. She's smiling, laughing at your stories, and everything seems to be going perfectly. Then you drop her off, send a message later, and never hear back. Many men assume emotional connection is built entirely through words and conversation. But women respond not only to what you say. They also respond to your presence, your energy, and the way you communicate without speaking. A gentle and respectful touch can often create a stronger connection than an hour of clever conversation. A light touch on her back while guiding her through a doorway, a brief touch on her shoulder, or holding her hand for a moment longer can communicate warmth, comfort, and confidence. The key is intention. Many men touch a woman because they expect something in return, and that expectation creates pressure. But a man who shows affection without demanding an outcome communicates security and self-assurance. And it is within that feeling of safety that attraction often begins to grow. As Marcus Aurelius once said, waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. The second secret, the art of intelligent flirting. Most men fall into one of 2 traps. Some flirt too aggressively and come across as needy or desperate. Others avoid flirting altogether and end up being forgotten. The strongest approach lies somewhere in the middle. Flirting isn't about memorizing pickup lines. It's about creating playfulness, fun, and a small amount of positive tension. It's an exchange of energy. Imagine she tells you she loves Italian food. Instead of simply saying, "Me too," you smile and reply, "Then you clearly haven't tried my famous recipe yet." That kind of response creates a playful moment and invites her into the interaction. The problem is that many men flirt while secretly seeking approval. They make a joke and immediately look for validation. They become overly concerned with how their words are being received. That weakens attraction. Confident men flirt because they enjoy the interaction itself, not because they desperately need a positive reaction. Even eye contact plays a major role. Holding her gaze for a few extra seconds before naturally looking away can create a subtle tension that feels surprisingly powerful. Third secret, truly listening. In today's world, genuine listening has become rare. Most people aren't really paying attention. They're simply waiting for their turn to speak. While someone else is talking, they're already preparing their next response. Women notice this very quickly. When a woman shares something personal, she isn't always looking for advice or solutions. Often, she simply wants to feel understood. That's why presence matters. Put your phone away. Stop rehearsing what you're going to say next. Focus completely on her words. Then ask thoughtful questions that show sincere curiosity. Instead of immediately changing the topic, you might say, "You mentioned that happened at work. How did that experience make you feel?" Questions like these communicate genuine interest. And anything rare tends to have value. When a woman feels truly heard, trust begins to develop. And trust is the foundation of every meaningful connection. As Epictetus taught, we have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we may listen more than we speak. The 4th secret, emotional stability. There is one trait that many women deeply admire, even if they never openly discuss it. The ability to remain calm under pressure. Women pay attention to how you respond when things don't go according to plan. They observe your behavior during disagreements, setbacks, and difficult moments. Many men become defensive, reactive, or insecure when challenged. An emotionally mature man does something different. He pauses. He breathes. He evaluates the situation. Then he responds with composure. He doesn't feel the need to win every argument or prove himself right at every opportunity. That kind of emotional control communicates strength. When you remain steady during difficult situations, you become someone she feels she can rely on. As Seneca once said, the greatest power a person can possess is mastery over themselves. The 5th secret, the willingness to walk away. This may be the most powerful principle of them all. Women are naturally drawn to men who possess enough self-respect to leave when necessary. This doesn't mean playing mind games. It doesn't mean acting cold, distant, or manipulative. It simply means refusing to tolerate disrespect and refusing to make your happiness dependent on someone else's approval. There is a fascinating paradox in human relationships. The less afraid you are of losing someone, the more attractive you often become. Why? Because that attitude communicates confidence, independence, and emotional abundance. Desperation pushes people away. Self-confidence draws them closer. When a woman realizes that you genuinely like her but don't rely on her for your sense of worth, something changes. Curiosity appears. And very often, curiosity is what sparks desire. Marcus Aurelius reminded us that we control our minds, not external events. Protect your peace. Protect your mission. Distance yourself from anything that threatens either one. In the end, most men will hear these ideas and continue living exactly as they always have. They will continue seeking validation. They will continue chasing approval. They will continue repeating the same patterns and making the same mistakes. But a small number of men will choose a different path. They will apply these principles consistently. And those are the men who become unforgettable. Those are the men who leave a lasting impression. The choice is yours. You can continue doing what everyone else is doing, or you can begin developing qualities that genuinely set you apart. If you've watched until this point, write solid in the comments to show that you're committed to becoming a stronger version of yourself. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and activate notifications for Soy's Nexus. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Stay disciplined. Protect your inner peace. And always maintain your balance.